Franklin Boulevard. Franklin Boulevard is one of the biggest names and biggest norteño gangs out of Sacramento that's always on the table about getting green lighted. Hell, 2 years ago, a filter got put out again. The NF wanted to green light them, but there was an NF member who got indicted in the feds. He went to the feds and he lost his status and lost his duties and responsibilities. His name was Ghost. Ghost happened to be the uncle of this rapper right here, Uzzie Marcus, and another individual named Zeno, which they're connected to Mozzie's neighborhood. So that uncle who was an NF member that got sent to the feds.
So yeah, bro, I guess it's some shit going on with Uzzie Marcus in his old hood, or a hood that they say used to be from, or whatever. How you, bro? This is also Jalik baby daddy, for those y'all who not familiar. Whatever, how you, we gonna get into it.
You're locked in with the innovators. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell. I want to ask you this. People, this is just on the internet, they try to say, like, I guess they're not questioning your gangster, but they're saying, like, you might have been associated with a Hispanic gang, then you started associating with a black gang.
Well, see,
do you want to address that?
My street is 36th Street in Oak Park. It's a street on the tray, so that's where the Mexicans is from, 36th Street. But me and my brothers, we bloods, though. All my brothers.
Yeah.
I got a big family, though, but all my brothers, we all, you know what I'm saying, we all look the same, mixed, light-skinned niggas. We all the same niggas. Everybody know the 36th Street niggas in Oak Park.
Yeah.
We bloods, though.
Yeah.
But it's like, I do with the Mexicans tough, because if you grew up anywhere, if you grew up in any neighborhood, bro, you know that we grow up hand in hand.
Yeah.
You don't really see no color in the hood like that.
Yeah.
You don't, everybody struggling together. So it's like, I mean, I got that I can call for anything from any racial card, or white, Asian, any type of. So it's like, I don't know, but you know, it's, or they like me, they gonna try to bring up whatever.
Trying to say
whatever.
What is your
But it's
ethnicity?
like, I'm black, white, Native American.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, but I'm not even Mexican. Everybody think I'm Mexican.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks that, but it's like, shit.
Yeah, bro, shout out the innovators. It's crazy. He say he black, white, Native American, and this, that, and the third. He ain't Mexican whole time. His uncle, nigga, top dog. So that's where the discrepancy come in at. It's a Mexican hood in the middle of the P. You know what I'm saying? Okay, it makes sense. Whatever, how you, what? That leads us to this next video.
That homie is the first, he had a gun before me. The first time I shot a gun was with him, and I looked at him as, he was a young gunner out here. So I'm trying to impress him. And then when shit hit the fan and I actually shoot somebody, he goes and tells on me. He was from my neighborhood at the time, right? We were coming up together. We were young homies from Franklin. And after he told on me, it's a wrap. You ain't from the hood no more. And then he jumps to a black gang. Okay. I ain't gonna say what gang it is, but he jumps over there, starts fucking with them. And, they kind of don't want to believe that he's telling, even though over the years I've been making copies of paperwork, sending it out. There's posts of it. They just don't want to believe his boy's telling. But he ends up going down years later. He's in the pen right now on a PC yard. Not only did he, leave us and start running black, but now he's a PC, so he all fucked up in the game. Right? He's Mexican, yep, okay. Mexican and native. Okay. But
Shout out J-Ren TV. By the way, y'all make sure I'm gonna have a link to his shit in the description as well. But yeah, man, it's some diabolical shit going on, right? Now, I did hear some shit about a couple of incidents Uzzy was involved in. I'm not sure if these is the same events. We're going to get into it, though.
Welcome back to another episode of Warren Cali. In this episode, I'm going to talk about Sacramento rapper Uzzie Marcus. Uzzie Marcus grew up fast and had early connections to 36th Street, which is a north hood known as Franklin. He also had early connections to the Oak Park Bloods. Having several family members claiming 36th Street, and that being the street he was around a lot, he repped 36th Street hard from the start. But that street is mainly claimed by Hispanics, but they have a good relationship with the Oak Park Bloods, who basically is in the same area. With him claiming 36th Street, that always made many people believe that he was a Norte. But he always denied being a Norte, saying he was just an Oak Park Blood from 36th Street. I mean, I can see why they said it. Don't he look like Pee Wee Herman and some chanclas? Uzzie Marcus grew up with family members like Little Dallas and Shady P. All of them would be in the streets heavy early, and all would be in and out of jail most of their lives. Little Dallas is a little bit older than Uzzie Marcus and Shady P, so he was with Mozzie early on in his career, rapping and trying to build up a buzz and rap. You often see them do songs from over a decade ago. Missed a bit in his career, Little Dallas end up catching the...
Yeah, Shady P be going crazy too. That nigga be... Little Dallas be going crazy. Yeah.
Case costing him 11 years. While he was in jail, there's a video out there of him getting choked out by one of his enemies. He was in a cell with some of his ops being cool, rapping and being cordial. Dallas was in the cell looking like Craig from Friday getting choked out by Debo. The only thing that was missing in the cell was his mom yelling out, "Get up, Dallas!" So Dallas just got out of jail a few months back and jumped right back into music. Hopefully he learned how to get out of chokehold. In 2012, when Uzzie Marcus was around 17 years old, he got arrested on a shooting, which took the life of a 3-year-old boy. Uzzie Marcus denied anything to do with the shooting. He got on the stand and was crying. Uzzie Marcus and his co-defendants Eric and Gabriel were accused of borrowing a car and drove to South Sac where they shot up a car aiming for a man, but they shot his son instead. The person car Uzzie Marcus and his co-defendants borrowed testified and said Uzzie Marcus had a strap and said Uzzie and his co-defendants bragged about the shooting. There's been a lot of statements and speculation of people saying Uzzie Marcus is a snitch, but this is what Uzzie Marcus said word for word. So you do.
Yeah, so it's coming back to me. This was some nasty work, bro. Rest in peace to that little boy. Lost his life to this fake shit. I'm gonna read this shit. It say, whoever testified that Canales looked to him for a possible alibi, though he didn't know about the shooting. The cops may be calling. He said that the cops may be calling, and if they do, I'm going to tell them I was with you. Whoever said Canales told him. I said, I don't want to be involved with that. He was trying to cut off. Yeah, oh, he said that? Ooh.
Decide. But all three end up beating the case after jurors couldn't reach a verdict. After getting out, Uzzy started to get into the music, doing music with several other rappers from his area like June, Mozzie, and E-Mozzie. But he couldn't stay out of jail. While rappers from his region started to blow up, he would be in and out of jail for several different charges. But whenever he was out, he would be dropping several different songs. But so was rappers from the other side, like Bris. Bris was a rapper from Fruit Ridge, an area Uzzie Marcus Hood didn't get along with. I gave a little breakdown of their beef in a previous episode. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Bris was making a ton of music, throwing Pickies Down, which is a diss to Uzzie Marcus's hood. He also was dissing his homies and his dead homies. Not to mention, Bris had an Uzzie Marcus baby mama before he did, so Uzzie Marcus was getting sloppy seconds. In 2019, a lot of their beef was spilling to Instagram and also in their music. Uzzie wasn't feeling the subs and the disses to his hood, so he went straight at Bris and Fruit Ridge on his...
Yeah, some people will argue that shit was really over some other shit though, like some female shit, right? Jalik, whatever have you, bro.
Song called 42K. He dropped that song on August 25th, 2019. He dissed Bris' dead homies, took several shots at other hoods like Metaview, and also directly went at Bris. Bris didn't do a direct diss back, but he continued to diss and do his subs in the way he did. But he would get caught up and go to jail as well. Fast forward to June of 2020. Bris was only out a few months, but he would end up getting shot and killed. Uzzie Marcus went straight to Instagram and was celebrating after his death. After this, Uzzie started to focus on music even more, dropping several singles and even dropping an EP with Sally Rue. For the next few months, Uzzie Marcus and his baby mama had their own pair of disses to Bris. His diss was called The Last to Diss Me in a Box. He went straight at Bris, even CML. When Uzzie Marcus' career was reaching its biggest point, he started to go in and out of jail for several charges. Some include spousal abuse on his baby mama. He must thought he was Chris Brown or something. Look at him. Don't they look like they in love right here? It probably broke his heart to know that she's a little thotty, so he had to put hands on her.
Thin line, bro. It was a thin line too. They both made diss songs to bruh. I remember that shit. It was a strange little time. Whatever.
All this was going on and Uzzie Marcus was in jail. His big brother named Zeno did something out of pocket. Like, look at this clip. Really look at this clip. This doofus went on IG Live and was showing that he took the life of 2 women. He was even talking about how his own brother could have set him up. If you seen the live, you seen how graphic it was and see how tweaked out he was. He currently is in jail fighting the case. Uzzie Marcus first got out, he dropped a song called First Day Out. He would drop a list of other songs, but he still would be in and out of jail. He would get out and be on several bails, fighting multiple cases during this time. The most recent songs I've seen him drop was Drill Music and Change Up. But you know how his life go. He went back to jail some months back on a strap charge. With Uzzie Marcus' career and whatever highs he had, he suffered more setbacks and lows. With all the time that he's facing and all the charges that he got, will that ruin his career? Only time will tell.
Yeah, bro. He seems to be real resilient, at least to any snitch narratives or this, that, and the third, right? I'm not sure if this case with the 3-year-old, rest in peace to him, condolences to his family, bro. But I'm not sure if the case with the 3-year-old is the case where the nigga Thumps, that's his name Thumps from Frank Long, right, is referring to this, that, and the third. It was another story that Thumps told. I don't know if this the one. Let's get into it, bro.
I'm trying to get a bottle of alcohol, Safeway right here. Wow. Pull up. And these front parking spots is where he gets out, bro. Look, I was so drunk, I don't even remember this being here. I thought this was just a straight walkway. Yeah. You know? We see each other like this, gets out the car, but like I said, he was with his family. You know, they walked through when they got out the car, and they're trying to go to the Panda Express. I'm flamed up, you know, he's in all blue. Yeah. And we looked at each other, but you know, I try to keep it pushing. Yeah. And I get about right here, front of this Verizon, and the homie's like, hey, this fool's still looking at you. So I turn around, he's right here in front of that gate. Okay. Well, I throw my hands up and he start gang banging on me, and that's when it started. So we just going back and forth. The little dudes had already went to the, you know, inside the Panda Express right there. Some of my bullets, that little left window right there. Oh shit. Some of my bullets hit right there, hit the door. I hit the south side of right here. Cause I tried to walk away again, right? I'm like, man, I showed him my gun. I was like, bro, you don't want it. Yeah. Go inside the Panda Express, bro. Enjoy your night. Yeah. Boom. Try to walk like this. He's like, keep walking like the rest of you busters. I turn around. I'm like, what? Bop, bop, bop. All 6 of them at him. Yeah. He tried to hit that gate right there. Ended up, I seen him drop to the floor. That's all I needed to see. Boom. I took off this way, started going through hella alleys and shit. It was like some movie shit.
Yeah, bro. I don't know if that was the situation. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's some wicked shit, bro. I will say, Uzzie Marcus should be coming home soon, bro. He should be sure. Yeah, man. Y'all niggas, let me know what y'all think. We on to the next one.
Shout out to We Is Gang TV in here. W.I.G TV.
Somebody did it.
He got his name, W.I.G TV.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Wig TV,
hey, I
man.
fuck with you, my nigga. I ain't. We Is Gang, shout out. Hey, that's the king of the California right there. Y'all subscribe to We Is Gang TV.
Keep playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho. Say, yo, keep playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper.